Welcome to what should be a fantastic close to the AAC football season. We've got the battle for the trophy to crown the AAC Conference Champion. This is a surprising matchup. The proverbial David versus Goliath, a ranked versus an unranked team. An opportunity to spring a major upset and build a legacy. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep, and he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. So the James Madison Dukes will begin with less than ideal field position off that poor return. And the focus, of course, on this quarterback, Kirk. This guy just has the it factor. He is him, as they say.
Well, Chris, we've had a chance to watch this guy closely all year. I don't know if I've ever seen a kid throw the football like this guy. His awareness in and out of the pocket is special. He's a unique quarterback and a really dynamic player.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Running through the tackle. That run moves the ball to the 16.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around, to give him a chance to get out in space, are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. Hold it. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Here's the second down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Oh, and he dropped it. You do not see that very often from this guy. He's going to bring up third down.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Moves left out of the pocket. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just wanted to battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Now the screen doesn't produce a first down. Good work by the defense. Now it's fourth down.
Well, it's third down and forever. The defense is kind of sitting back in what I would say is like a prevent defense, just trying to avoid the big play, and it almost cost him. The quarterback checks it to his running back, and the running back shows you he can pick up a lot of yards. So it's fourth down, but at least it's a little bit more manageable.
He'll toss it to the back. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on fourth down. What's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on fourth down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
He's got powerful running into the secondary. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Contact as he threw it. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Incompletion sets up a second down. Caught quickly. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's third down and 7.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this third and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they're going to sell out and bring the pressure.
Escapes the pocket. Finding some room at the 25. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Oh, so disappointing for this defense. They had the advantage. Good coverage all over the field. It's third down, but they let the quarterback get away, scramble, and pick up the first down. And now it's first and goal inside the 5-yard line.
Stop for no gain defense. Very stubborn here down near the goal line. Second down and goal upcoming. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Dukes. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution in that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Golden Eagles offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Going to run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the Golden Eagles will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Pressure is coming. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time. The Golden Eagles will have to kick it away. It's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and booted away. And that sets up a return. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. He's a dangerous returner. Find a good lane there. They finally get him, but excellent field position at the start of this drive. James Madison's offense back out there now. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. The pass is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Across the 40. The 20. Inside the 10. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Southern Miss. The defense playing a huge role here. They score, and suddenly we're tied for the conference championship on the line.
Wow, this is unbelievable drama right here. I just happen to be looking at the head coach when they created that turnover. He's running on the sideline almost like he's trying to chase the ball carrier into the end zone. Huge play and changes the momentum of this game.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Good work by the blockers in that return team. He found the lane, and so this drive's going to begin with good field position. Here comes the Dukes offense back on the field now. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Powers through the tackle. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Back in motion now. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Let's take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. As we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. And the Dukes will line up on 1st and 10. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The Dukes pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
They convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And he scores. Touchdown, James Madison.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Automatic in the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Golden Eagles offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And the single back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the Golden Eagles come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Can he take it all the way? Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Dukes. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6 potential game-changing play there.
And nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. Here comes the Southern Mississippi offense back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Going with the old counter run here. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Knox. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the 1st down marker. At the 33. Brings up 3rd down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Pass complete on a crossing route. That'll be enough for a 1st down. Brought down at the 43. A new set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. The Golden Eagles are moving quickly down the field.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Looking for the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. And the Golden Eagles trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
He'll hand it off. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
A gain makes it second and medium. Quarterback still with the football. Breaking free at the 35. And the ball to the ground. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Handoff here from the shotgun.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
Now, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
They'll try and run it with the fullback. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. Timeout is called to duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. 4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. And the fullback takes a turn running the football. And the Dukes pick up enough for a first down here.
Well, great call, Chris. You're still in your own territory, but going for it in this situation isn't as risky as, say, being on your own 20, obviously. So
here's a shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Boy, that was beautiful. Man, this defensive back, he's putting on a clinic today on how to defend against the deep ball and man coverage without committing a penalty. I'm sure the secondary coach is very proud of that execution.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. It's 4th down and a long way to go, but they're going to go for it. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, James Madison.
The Dukes will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Southern Miss offense is back out there now. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. And there's the handoff. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there. Just time enough for one more play in the half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, talk about an exciting first half. But then again, what else might you expect here in the AAC championship game? And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you've got to believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the conclusion of the AAC Championship.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. And the Dukes will kick it off to begin the second half. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Golden Eagles offense back on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's the running back in the flat. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. The Golden Eagles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Second down, we're going to throw it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Hit as he released it. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but not before an explosive. This offense through the air. The Golden Eagles begin a new series here, 1st and 10.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Quick throw caught on the left side.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. Makes a quick grab. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They call the counter run here. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Running back has it on the screen now. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Strong game by this quarterback.
I'll tell you what, his screen pass is tough to do, but when executed well, the result is this. Perfectly timed by the quarterback to drop it off to the back, gets the big lineman in front of him, all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
21, Southern Mississippi.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Here comes the James Madison offense back out on the field. Trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back, and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. The big fullback's got it here. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
And that is a gutsy call to go for it on 4th down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call specifically for these situations.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
No gain on the play.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. It's an option look. Pitch to the back. Inside the 45. Gets some space around the 30. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, James Madison.
Boy, this offense did everything right in that first half. Really put on a clinic, and here we are coming out to start the second half. The opening drive, so much for the defense making adjustments. Put another touchdown up on the board.
Point after, up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
14.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Southern Mississippi offense back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? First play of the drive, they look to the right. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Golden Eagles come to the line in a hurry up. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He makes the grab. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack. He'll take a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21. And the Golden Eagles pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Caught in the flat by the running back. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this 3rd quarter. Kirk, it's James Madison in front right now. And they got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's review how we got here. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Give it to the back again. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
The ball is loose. Holker makes the recovery, but it's well short of the first down.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Here we go. 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. They'll hand it off. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Southern Miss. Here we go. It's what you hope for. 4th quarter, 1-possession game, conference championship on the line.
You know, these conference championship games sometimes can be so unpredictable. 1 minute you're up by a couple of scores, and all of a sudden you have a stalled possession or a turnover, and the pendulum shifts in favor of the opposing team. It's feeling like that might be happening late in this game.
When he's got some space here. Gets some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. An electrifying play by this returner. Takes it the length of the field to the house in a conference championship game.
You know, Chris, I don't know if there's anything that can affect momentum as much as a kickoff return all the way back for a touchdown. It gets everybody fired up. Now you've got the stadium behind you. Your offense and defense will respond. This could be a game-changing opportunity for them.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Southern Miss offense is back out there now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Grab down the middle. It's Baker. Uses the stiff arm and gets past the marker before being taken down. The Golden Eagles looking to run some tempo here.
Well, you get some positive yards in the opening play of this drive. They need 2 touchdowns, so anything to move them closer to that first touchdown is always going to be good.
It'll be Smother right at the line for no gain. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They look to throw it here on second down. Tries to get it to the running back. The ball snagged for a completion. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48. And the Golden Eagles lining up here on 1st and 10.
Hey, it's a nice game here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
That completion makes it second and short. Looking to chuck it again. And he's tackled after the catch. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Snags the quick throw. And they pick up the first down. Tackled at the 25. Offense in hurry-up mode.
I'd love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
Slides to avoid the big hit. The Golden Eagles move into the red zone. Looking to pass here on second down. And it's caught. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. This will be fun. Strange things happen when the conference championship trophy is on the line. One possession game, fourth quarter, who's going to step up?
So here's the deal. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. Now all of a sudden we got a game. What will your offense do to be able to secure a victory? You want to win a championship? Go out and earn it.
And the return will be brought down. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. Plus the 40 now. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Now it's second down here. Here's a carry for the fullback. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down.
Now they run the football here. I thought he might have enough room to be able to extend to get across that first down mark, but he's going to be a couple yards short. Good job by the defense of having awareness of space there and knew exactly what they needed to do to bring him down.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, James Madison.
Rolling the dice a bit. Up one possession and going for it on fourth down. They'll run it here. Finds room, just runs through a man, a mismatch. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, they roll the dice and go for it here on fourth down, late in the game with the lead, and they get it. Good job by the offensive line. The running back knew exactly where to go, and this one may be out of reach.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they get to call themselves champions of the AAC. That's a major goal realized, but now we have to see if the committee is going to reward this championship with an invite to the college football playoff. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the James Madison Dukes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth of Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Volunteers offense is up first today. Always enjoyed coming to the Fiesta Bowl over the years. And, of course, you got the modern Silver Stadium here sitting in the desert ready for this showdown.
Well, it's so many great memories here, Chris. Think back to the Boise State, Oklahoma back in 07. How about the classic between Oklahoma State and Stanford with Andrew Luck in 2012? And then the shocker just a few years ago with TCU over Michigan in 2022. This game has a history of providing the unexpected.
And it's complete downfield. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. Big gain across midfield all the way down to the 34-yard line.
Well, move the sticks for a first down for this Tennessee offense, and this quarterback is really starting to throw the ball well, putting the ball in the money, and giving these receivers a chance to make plays after the catch. And tell you, they've had some great quarterbacks, as we know, that have played in their time in Knoxville.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Bulldozing his way past tacklers. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The Volunteers with 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And he's got it. Touchdown, Volunteers. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. The Dukes offense gets their first crack now. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk. What do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers, and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
I love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
Well, right now, this defense seems to be sitting back, worried about the pass game. They better cheat a safety down, have an extra guy down in the box to help against this run game, because they are getting ripped apart up front.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big gain that time. That's great execution.
Boy, when your running game's working like this, especially in the first half, it makes everything easier. And after big runs like that, watch for the offense to come back and attack off play action.
First and goal, a great chance to answer that opening touchdown. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Dukes. Quarterback flashing the speed in that touchdown run. That's almost unfair, Kurt.
Well, I think out of all the quarterbacks in the entire country, this guy might be as fast as any of them. Why not utilize his speed when he can make defenses pay for it? It's a great design play and a nice touchdown.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. Same tailback, another carry. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability.
Got him for a sack, a big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. And the Volunteers bring their punt team onto the field. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Can they catch him? All the way for a touchdown. We go back and forth, but that special teams touchdown could be the defining moment of this playoff game.
Man, that returner struck like lightning. That was a spectacular play when you need to pull off a play where you're going to need it at some point.
And now they'll set up for the point after. The PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. First down here for this offense. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Tight end makes the grab. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. And he'll send this one to the right side after a lot of time in the pocket. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. The ball starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. The short completion to the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Play action fake, looking to throw. Short pass, finds the tight end. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. Kirk, it's James Madison in front right now. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking to throw again. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. It's a quarterback keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive.
And it's a touchdown. But wait, looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And the field goal is good.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Breaking tackles. I tried to use this stiff arm there, but the defense corrals him quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. A solid return to set up his offense.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. And the ball is hustled to the line to run that hurry up. They'll give it to the back. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT puts them up 3. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. James Madison's offense back out there now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Just trucks the man. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? At the 20. Inside the 10. And he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. This might be coming back. So that long scoring play is spoiled by a penalty. That's a big call in this game. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Passes the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. At the 10 now. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking right, this one caught.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. 3rd down after that running play. Try and muscle for the first down. And the defense bows up and stuffs him right at the line. The Volunteers will have to punt this one away. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. The punt team making their way on the field. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. See if he can make something happen with the return. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Here comes the Dukes offense back on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Chris, that's another.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. Second down after that previous play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Checks this down to the running back. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Dukes looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Tough running there. Touchdown, Dukes. This offense really clicking. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
How about this, Chris? The safety reads the quarterback's eyes perfectly and saw the throw before it even happened. If you're the quarterback, that's why it's so important to look those safeties off so they can't break on your throws.
And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. And he'll set up to throw. Trying to extend the play. On the run, he'll let it go. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch does get the foot down.
It is tough on a defense when a quarterback gets out of the pocket and makes the defense have to decide, are we going to rush him or are we going to stay back in coverage? And there, the quarterback was able to keep looking downfield and find the receiver as the defense scrambled to adjust.
The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. 2nd down play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Finding space at the 20. They finally get him down, but a solid gain on that screen pass. Good call there. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. QB to the tight end for a completion. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on 2nd down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. And it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Kickoff booted out of bounds. The offense will start now from the 40. Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26. Minutes going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that 1st half. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines. But it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working. And I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the James Madison offense back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Brought down after a solid run by the senior. Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Good throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Breaks loose at the 45. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Grab made by the tight end. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
That pass is caught. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. See if they can convert the point after. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39. The Vols will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Here we go. 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. first down here for this offense. Send the back in motion. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8. Give it to the big fullback here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
And that is a tough assignment for this strong safety because truly, he's really a hybrid player in this defense. He defends the pass, which makes him a defensive back, but his tackling ability is like a linebacker. So they don't mind coming up and taking on these players, but that's a tough task to take on that big fullback.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense getting set. It's second down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. It's caught downfield. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line. And the Dukes will try to keep this drive moving. First down, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Kirk, it's James Madison in front right now. With 3 quarters in the books, with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Second down play coming up for this offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown. Fouls.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
And they tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner looking to make a play here. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. James Madison's offense back out there now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. There's the handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. That run moves the ball across the 40.
And that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. Where's the second down play? They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. They come to the line on third down, try to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? Hands off to the fullback. Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down.
How aggressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Now play number 9 on this drive. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. He's got the first down and more. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Dukes come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. They feed the fullback this time.
One thing about the college game,
He
likes to run a version of the spread, but there's still an opportunity every once in a while for the old fullback to get in there and show you what he can do. He reminds you on that play right there.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. A read option, quarterback pulls it, and he'll try running left. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Dukes come to the line with first and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Coming up, second down and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. He's swarmed by the defense.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on third and goal. It brings us to fourth and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
Here's some pre-snap movement in the back. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes. That's one for you old school fans, Kirk. The fullback just powering it in from short distance.
Yeah, I'm with you. What a moment for the fullback. Usually he's just stuck to do the grunt work as a blocker. But here, you get an opportunity to punch it in on the goal line. You make the most of it.
Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play.
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Lets it go quickly. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle made after a big gain. The Volunteers hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. We come up and quickly spike it, stopping the clock. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Catch made for a big gain, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. And the offense wisely spikes the ball here to stop the clock.
Second down.
Now it's second down here. And he drops back in the gun. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
But just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down. And the Volunteers will look to convert here on fourth down. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Oh, just a costly turnover here for this offense. Last thing they wanted to see is put this ball on the ground, and really any chance of getting back into this game is lost.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.